What's up, YouTube? Mini Minchino here, and welcome back to another episode of Unknown Empire. We're here in the Minchino Clan HQ today, chilling here in this room that I built on a live stream, actually. But yeah, we are here to cover some more lore because this is, in fact, the location of journal number 9. This video is going to be a little bit different than the last one. I'm not going to be showing the book in its entirety here, but I will be narrating its contents in its entirety. And what I mean by that is I'm going to have footage because this is kind of meant to be read alongside DarkBlade's journals. So those will be on screen as I read this out. And y'all can pause if you would like in order to read along with DarkBlade's journals, or better yet, take a look at DarkBlade's channel himself and look at his Unknown Empire videos to get more of his backstory and stuff like that from his perspective. This is actually going to take less time than I initially expected, so let's just jump into it and not waste any more of your time, shall we? Nine. This is the 9th journal I've written since coming to Eston. It amazes me that so much time has passed. I've built so much here. More than I ever thought possible for someone like me. It hasn't been easy, though. I had a lot of help from the beginning. I'll always be grateful to the Saviors for taking me in, and to all those who joined the clan, even though most of the clan are gone now. It's sad, but that's how it was in the old days. Most who joined eventually left and went on to different things. I wish them all well. I have to admit, though, I've really been stuck in the past. I've been working toward new things, mind you, but my mind always finds itself tangled up in past events. I don't know. Maybe that's what the human mind is really like. Our past helps to shape us, so we don't truly forget about the pain we've been through. We don't truly forget about the family we've lost, or the friends we've left behind. We are shaped by those events, consciously or not. We just need to learn from our past and move on. Let the past be the past. That's easier said than done, though. I still have a long way to go, but that doesn't mean I can't also reflect on current events and new discoveries. The new plants and creatures in the Nether come to mind. They came out of nowhere. It seems like they can be quite useful, though. The fungal trees bring at least 2 new types of wood to work with, though I feel like there's something off about them. I was out mining for quartz one day when I saw them for the first time. My instincts told me to run, but I couldn't resist taking a few red and blue mushrooms back to Madeira to learn more about them. I haven't learned much, though. Even growing them in a controlled environment give me bad vibes. I wonder if I can find someone who might know more about this. Maybe DarkBlade? Isn't he from the Nether? He and I never really got along, but for the sake of curiosity, asking couldn't hurt. Maybe I should consider being careful, though. At least I was able to upgrade my armor and weapons with some of the new materials I found in the Nether, so I'm better protected if something goes wrong. The real question is, where should I start looking? I'll write more if I find out more information. I found my way over to the Dark Forest. It seems like Dark set up camp here at some point, but hasn't been here much lately. I did find a journal, though. It's definitely Dark's. It doesn't have the answers I'm looking for, but I did learn more about Dark himself, and the origins of the Skult. There was something in that journal that stuck out to me, though. He talked about how he was treated by the people of Eston, being judged for his appearance, for what he is. I guess I never really thought about it before. Have I felt this pain? Is that what most of Alvaron thought of me? I ended up back in Polarctica. I'm still not a huge fan of this place. I never really did like the cold, but I am glad that I built the Minchino clan branch here. I'm pretty sure it doesn't get used at all, but it's a nice place to stay if I happen to be around here. I ended up finding the library and another one of Dark's journals. It was a fascinating read. I never realized that he could actually communicate with all of these mobs. He befriended them, although they were essentially conscripted into his army. And then again, is it really conscription if they chose to join him? All of these creatures, all of these mobs that us humans either kill or ignore. Granted, they either kill or ignore us, but what started that in the first place? I still haven't found the answers I'm looking for, but I think I'm starting to gain some insight into DarkBlade himself. Honestly, never thought I'd say that, but hey, who knows what else I can learn from looking into this further. Well, that just took a rather ominous turn. The Kingdom of the Skult has seen so much tragedy. I didn't expect Pelumbra to be involved with any of this. I remember when this happened too. It happened right under our noses. So many people died here. That anger is terrifyingly familiar to me. I can't necessarily say for sure if I can truly relate or not, but I definitely have been in a dark place like this in the past. When I was younger, those with sight and those without were separated. We were sent to a school that was meant to help us. It destroyed some of us mentally, though. All of us started to see sighted people as enemies. It felt as though we were being treated as lesser humans. I hated them for a long time, but I eventually understood the truth. I shouldn't be focusing in on that, though. The Skult was truly against Tatros, though I shouldn't be surprised. All of us suspected something was wrong with Tatros from the very beginning. We had no idea what was yet to come, though. None of us could have predicted that we would one day fight a fierce battle with the gods. I made my way over to Pelumbra. It seemed like the next logical place to look. It's interesting to go over the story from someone else's point of view. Still, to think this is the most direct account of what happened to Jimmy. Maybe Dark didn't spread those rumors after all, but how did Jimmy summon rain? Could it have been Tatros setting up the poor kid to die? And Lucius. I had heard that he executed Jimmy, and I did understand that he was likely under orders to do it, but I started to doubt him in that moment. Up until then, he seemed like a nice enough person despite his devotion to Tatros. I guess we now know what really happened. I decided that it was time to pay the Skult Temple a visit. I'm not gonna lie, the experience was unnerving. I was immediately spotted by Skulton. He did not seem particularly thrilled to see me, but he didn't attack me. I have no doubt that DarkBlade will soon find out about my snooping around, if he hasn't already. Luckily, I'm only after information. I don't know if that'll matter much to him, though. I feel like I've gained a better understanding of him, but that doesn't change the fact that he's not exactly a fan of humans. Not that I blame him, to be honest, though I can't say that I agree with his methods. The trail led me to the Mesa outpost, where everyone gathered to plan our attack against Tatros. The journal I found there outlined the battle that took place in the Forbidden Kingdom, and the aftermath. It seems like Dark truly understands the implications behind Tatros' mind control, but it doesn't seem like it phases him that much. He's clearly more upset about losing his own friends. I can't say that I blame him for that. We all lost a lot during that battle, but he's still angry. I suppose I shouldn't pretend to fully understand. He's become a force for vengeance. It seems that the Forbidden Kingdom has given me some answers. Finally, this trail of snooping led me here. I'm not sure how to take in what I've read, though. Dimensional disturbances? Corrupting realities? Ender Dragon experiments? One thing is for sure, though. DarkBlade really does know something about this, and my instincts about what's happening in the Nether may have been right all along. I have a really bad feeling about this. I have to know more. I have to keep looking. I found another journal in Traveler's Landing of all places. It definitely had more answers to what's been going on, but I didn't expect to find out so much, nor did I expect it to involve an entirely different planet. Guess that means Dark is an actual alien. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised, though. I mean, we can travel between different dimensions, so why not? The Dark Room seems like an interesting place. It's also in a whole lot of trouble, though. Seems like we all are at this point. Those disturbances were caused by the Ender Dragon's death, but that means... No, it can't be. We unleashed that corruption? Stopping Tatros and setting everything back to normal actually caused this. Did we accidentally doom the universe? I found a house on the side of a cliff near Traveler's Landing. The journal I found inside kind of disturbs me. DarkBlade definitely knows what's been going on, going as far as to recreate the disturbances on a smaller scale, splitting this Crimson Shadow in two. It seems like we have more to worry about than simple dimensional disturbances now. It looks like the Crimson Shadow intends to leave Esden. It doesn't seem like he means any harm, but his duplicate worries me. What sort of rabbit hole did I climb down into? I found one last report from one of DarkBlade's guards. I already knew of most of the events that were mentioned in this report, but there's one key piece of information that was missing. It turns out the Crimson Shadow is heading to Rakheim. It seems like Dark is going to follow him there too. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but I don't think it's wise to leave DarkBlade unchecked. He definitely knows I'm onto him by now anyway, so I might not want to give chase right away. Still, Rakheim sounds interesting. I may consider paying the place a visit one day, but that may mean leaving Madeira behind. Can I really do that, though? Can I really leave this place that I've come to call home?